Hi everyone, and welcome back to your grade 5 English language arts lesson. This is the second time I've recorded this video, so woohoo! I hope I go slow. Today we're learning all about run-on sentences. Now, our learning goals are how to prevent run-on sentences and how to use conjunctions with run-on sentences. Cool. Now let's get started with the lesson again. No, don't look at the answers. Yes. See? Told you I did it already. Okay. What is a run-on sentence? Well, a run-on sentence happens when two or more sentences connect without a comma or conjunction. Okay, I've seen these before. It's like when your baby brother or when your baby sister, they start talking to you about all these different things and they don't stop between breaths because they don't have to breathe. That's a run-on sentence, right? All these crazy ideas, these different subjects are just in one long continuous sentence. Now, how do we stop these things? Well, the easiest way to stop a run-on sentence is a compound sentence. Well, what does that mean? Well, we use conjunctions to join these ideas, these sentences together correctly. A run-on sentence is an incorrect sentence that's joined together. But a compound, that's just done correctly. Let's take a look at an example. The man drinks tea on the bench. The woman has plants to plant. Well, there's two different things happening here, right? It's a really long sentence. Something's not right. How do we fix this, right? It's too much in one sentence. Well, we can fix this with a conjunction. The man drinks tea on the bench, and the woman has plants to plant. Oh, now before when we had it, it was just this messed up sentence. But by adding the word and to join these into a compound, we've shown that, yes, there are different things happening, but they're happening at the same time. The man's drinking tea and the woman is planting plants. See how it happens at the same time? They're all connected together with the word and. Cool. Conjunctions can make these disjointed, broken sentences, these run-on sentences, make more sense. By having that and, we understand that time is what joins these together, not the activities. He's drinking. She's planting. They're separate. But they're happening at the same time. Cool. Let's look at the next one. Another way to fix a run-on sentence is to divide the sentence into two separate sentences. Well, that just is common sense, right? It makes sense to break a run-on sentence. But we have to do it if it needs to be broken. We don't need to break every run-on sentence because we can use a conjunction to join the common things. So how do we break a sentence correctly? Let's look at this example. The girl has a cake. The presents came from her friends. See, these are two completely separate ideas smashed together, right? If we use the word and, it would sound funny. We don't want to do that. How do we break this? Well, we separate them because they're separate subjects. The girl has a cake. The presents came from her friends. They don't join. They don't even match, really. You know, if we step back and say, whoa, it's all about the party, teacher. Yes, true. But those things are still separate in what they mean. So we had to break it. That's where you break the sentence. The first one, we didn't have to break it. We just joined it with the and. Now, how about the third way? We can also fix a run-on sentence with a comma if there are three or more related things. Yeah, kind of like a shopping list or any list for that matter. We just kind of have it listed, but we have to do it the right way. Here's an example. The girls have blocks and rings and a toy guitar. Okay. See, look, they've got three different things, but they're playing with them. They're all related. They all go together. They're all in the toy room, right? So we can turn this into a listed sentence, right? A sentence that's like a list. The girls have blocks, comma, rings, comma, and a toy guitar. See how it makes way more sense now? We didn't have to have so many ands. Here's a trick. Trick, tip, trip. Here's a trick. If you have more than one and, it's probably wrong. Now, can you have more than one and? Sure. But should you? Probably not. Simple sentences are one of the best ways to communicate. These long, complicated grammatical structure sentences are easy to make a mistake in and completely unnecessary. Most people can't even understand them. So just make stuff simple, right? Trust me, everyone likes it. It's good for you, it's good for them. Let's try this. Now, what helps us see a run-on sentence? Well, there are too many different things going on. There should only be one basic thing happening per sentence. Now, how do we solve run-on sentences? Well, we just learned all three ways. First, we make it into a compound sentence if it has the two subjects that match, right? Like in the first one, it was matching based on time. They were doing these two activities at the same time, so we joined it with and or you can use but. So we can use a conjunction for number one. Number two, separate it into two different sentences if the subjects aren't connected. And often you'll see that run-on sentences actually aren't connected sentences. They're slightly different ideas, different subjects. So we need to break them apart into their own sentence. Remember, it's always better to have a simple sentence than it is to have some very, very long sentence. You're not going to make a mistake with the grammar this way. It's just simpler. It's easy for you and easier for me. Okay, number three. Make it into a short list with commas if the things are all related. Yeah, we want to make this little list of all the things that are happening at the same time, all the things we have at the same time, in the same location. By doing this, we keep things clean and simple. Okay, so now that we've learned how to fix run-on sentences, let's practice this, right? Okay, so what I want you to do for each of these questions is fix the run-on sentence. Use either of the three options we just learned. Take a minute, calm down, relax, try and answer all of these questions, and I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Now, I am sure that you paused the video and answered all of these questions. If you didn't, pause it right now because I'm going to tell you the answers. Yeah? Pause it. Okay, you're good. Whew. We're all set. We're all ready. Let's figure out the answers to these questions. Here we go. Number one. Some dancers wear special shoes and the fabric is soft. Now, we could have put a period here, right? Yes. But you would have to make a big change. If we used a period and separated these two sentences, we would have to add the subject to the second sentence. Some dancers wear special shoes, period. The shoe fabric is soft. See how it's separate, the shoe fabric? Before we were talking about dancers wearing the shoes. But by connecting them with and, like we did here, it just goes together. Some dancers wear special shoes and the fabric is soft because we're talking about the special shoes still. That's still understood. See what I mean? If you made a period and put in the extra part, great. If you didn't, ooh. If you used and, great. If you didn't do either, hang in there. Let's check number two. John is a police officer, period. His badge tells his rank. These are two separate ideas, so we break them. John's a police officer. His badge tells his rank. See how we had some time in between and it was still okay. That's how you can tell that the ideas don't have to go together. Cool. 3, clowns paint their faces, comma, wear funny costumes, comma, and colorful wigs, period, and cause nightmares for me. Ooh, I hate clowns. But do you see how this was a list? Really hate clowns. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I don't like clowns. They wear paint, costumes, funny wigs. See? Boom, boom, boom. We have a list of things. We just took out all of the ands. Yeah, that was easy. Number 4. Anna often walks in the mud, period. Her boots keep her feet clean. Yet again, these are two separate ideas, so we broke it apart. She walks in the mud. The boots keep her clean, right? Separate subjects. We just broke them apart. Number 5. Chris is a teacher and his hair is long. Ooh, very good. My hair is super long. Now, we just connected it with and. Why? Because Chris is your teacher and I have long hair. See, they go together, right? It's even attached to my head. It was easy to do that. If we changed it into a period, we'd have to say Chris is a teacher, period. Chris's hair. I'd have to have ownership in the second sentence. His hair, Chris's hair, is long. See how it'd be a separate sentence with a period? And was just easier. Number 6. The artist uses brushes, comma, canvas, comma, and watercolors. Yet again, we have our list of things, so we separate them with a comma. Now, if you've noticed, the third comma, the second comma, I don't teach math. The second comma is before the and. It's called an Oxford comma. Just toss it in there and you're going to be okay. All right? You don't have to have it there, but some people will be like, ooh, where's the comma? So just add it in. It's better to have it than to not have it. I stopped arguing with people from England. Okay. Now, I hope that this was an easy lesson. If you have questions, let me know. I'll try and help you. Really, I do on every one of these. And if you understood it, great. I'm happy. I did a good job. I'll see you for the next lesson. Bye.